Hey you guys, welcome to the Platt Art blog, the Platt Art Challenge Corner. So my challenge this week is called Just a Little Bit Less. So if you tuned in to me last week, the challenge was just a little bit more. The challenge this week is just a little bit less. Okay, so if you tuned into me because you saw, you were directed here by my Facebook page, you would have seen a photo of me. This is Wednesday. This is a photo of me. I don't know whether you can see that. That's me, and yes, that's me in an ambulance. Okay, so if you watched my blog last week, you'll know that I worked a whole lot of days in a row without a break, and I did take a break this Sunday, but other than that I've been working, I guess 1.5 months without a break, and I think I've been pacing myself and I think I've been doing well, but I may or may not have been increasing my consumption of a couple of things. So one of the things is my lattes. Actually, I haven't increased those. I have 2 of these a day. I baristed them at home. I love them. Latte. But the thing that I might have been having more of is this. It's back to front there, but I love this Diet Coke. And yeah, and I guess the caffeine's been helping me to get through. Anyway, all's been going well until Wednesday when I had, I was just making my lunch in the middle of the day and I had a funny turn, and my heart started racing real fast, and to the extent that my hands were numb, and I wasn't quite sure what to do. It's happened before, but I had talked to my doctor about it, and he said next time it happens you need to have a ECG, and I thought, oh, that's a bit of an overkill. So after about 10 minutes of it going, 10 or 15 minutes, I rang the doctor, and I thought I'll just ask the nurse what to do. So I got her answer phone, and I left a message for her saying, oh, this is happening to me, what shall I do? And then I had my lunch, and I don't know, maybe it was another 5 or 10 minutes on, and I thought, oh, am I being a bit silly? So I rang my husband and I said, do you want to come home and just take me down to the hospital so they can just check me out and make sure that everything's all right? And he said, do you think you should call an ambulance, Sarah? And I thought, no, not an ambulance. But then I thought, okay, so I rang my practice back, and I said, this time I got the receptionist, and she said, look, no one's here. And she's so I told her what the problem was, and she said, you need to hang up and ring 111. And I was like, oh, I don't want to make a fool of myself, but I did what I was told. And next thing you know, there's an ambulance turning up, and 2 lovely guys trot on in, and they connect me up. And the long and the short of it is that, yeah, my heart was racing along at 225 beats per minute, which it shouldn't be doing. And they managed to do a procedure that brought it down to 100 and then down to 90, but they insisted on taking me to hospital. And I did get my son to pack a bag for me, so I still had my laptop and my phone and my glasses and a cardigan, so I could work down at the hospital while they took bloods and did more ECGs and stuff. So yeah, I made the most of it. Lost half a day of work. Was about to leave the hospital all home and hosed when the house surgeon comes around, and she goes, yeah, you're good, but we do want to refer you to a cardiologist because the tests showed that in that time where your heart was going too fast, that damage has been done to your heart. So I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that. So yeah, my story about just a little bit less this week is I need to look for ways that I can cut down on work and just have just a little bit less. But definitely the thing they're wanting me to have less of is my Diet Coke and my coffee. So that's my challenge this week, is to be having just a little bit less. I don't know, when I go and see the cardiologist, he might say no caffeine at all. So I'm making friends with this. Yeah. Water, good. Okay, so the question I want to ask you is there something in your life that you know that you should be having less of? I talked about a couple of things in my last blog, watching TV, that's something I've decided to do just a little bit less of. So I'm trying to have one evening a week where I watch no TV, and I'm trying to just cut down how much TV I watch each day, and yeah, that's one of my things. Anyone who knows me knows that I love food. Yeah, you might be starting to pick up that my self-control is not always that good, and all my life I've like gained weight and then I've lost weight, and then I've gained weight and then I've lost weight all my life. So my challenge now that I'm in my 50s is like to try and actually maintain weight. And one of the things I do when things are out of control is, instead of just going cold turkey on it, I start with just a little bit less. So I might set myself a rule of you're going to have a healthy tea, and then you're not going to eat anything until breakfast the next day. And I just change one behaviour at a time, and then once I get in the role of that, I might change another behaviour, which might be no sugar. I'm not allowed to eat sugar, so I just do it in increments that I can make friends with. So yeah, challenge this week is what is your just a little bit less of? It might be just a little bit less of losing your temper with people. It might be just a little bit less of overeating. You know the things in your life that don't make you feel good about yourself. You know the things that you're doing that that you know that you'd feel better about yourself if you cut down. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a little bit accountable to you, and because quite frankly for me, cutting down on Coke is really hard. I mean, yesterday I had 3 or 4 cans less, which that tells you how bad it was. So I don't know, I might have to cut it out altogether, but check in, see how I'm doing, and I'd love to know how you're doing too. Thank you.